Hello! Time for another pencil review. My guess is that this will probably be the second to last pencil review of Pencil Month. And today we are taking a look at the Caran Swiss Wood. This is the most expensive of all the pencils that I bought. Oh, come on. Why won't you focus? Why? Anyway, this is the most expensive of all the pencils that I bought. And so I guess we'll kind of see if that actually if it's worth it or not. So let's kind of go over the visuals of the pencil, the kind of how it looks, all that cool stuff, and then we'll get on to how it performs. So it's a dark wood pencil, as you can see. Maybe it'll focus. There we go. So it's this dark wood, and I've been having a hard time trying to figure out if it's actually this dark naturally or if it's dyed. I think that it's probably dyed somehow because I don't know of any woods that are this dark naturally. But it's also not cedar, and I don't, of course, have the information here as to what it actually is. But I will put in the description box below the type of wood that it's made out of. But it's not cedar. So it's a little bit heavier of a wood, which makes it a really nicely weighted pencil. So it's got kind of it's got some sort of lacquer on it. It's kind of like a satin finish. It's not super smooth or anything, but it does have some sort of finish on it. And then it's got this really nice white printing with Swiss wood and Caran Swiss made. I don't know what the 348 means, maybe a model number, and then HB, and then FSC, because this is an FSC certified pencil. And then we get to the end, and there is this red end dip, which is really cool because it has the little Swiss cross guy on the end. Maybe I can focus on that. There we go, a little Swiss cross, which I think is really cool. It's a really well done end dip. I like it. The only other markings that are on it is a barcode that's up towards the top. So the nice thing is if you're using it and you sharpen it a lot, you'll sharpen off that barcode pretty fast. So yeah, like I mentioned, this is a slightly heavier pencil. It also doesn't have an eraser, so its balance is a little bit different. But I think the fact that the wood is a little bit heavier and denser makes it really well balanced. I find it to be really a really nice pencil in the hand. The finish is really nice. It's just natural enough to provide, good grip without, being at risk maybe of getting stained from hand oil or anything. So it's a very nicely put together pencil. Granted, I only have one, but the core is indeed well centered. I can't really say how it sharpens with a wedge sharpener because it came to me sharpened and I didn't, I tried to put it through my wedge sharpener, but I hadn't worn it down enough. So even though I've been using it a fair amount, this is what it looks like knife sharpened. It's not a great job. This wood seemed really hard. It put up a lot of resistance to sharpening. So you definitely can do it, but I feel like whether you're sharpening it with a wedge sharpener or a knife, it takes a sharp blade to really get a good cut on it. But yeah, the core on mine is well centered, and for point retention, like I said, I've been using this off and on for the entire month, and I had not worn down the point really. So it's got good point retention. It's an HB, so it's, kind of the pretty standard hardness. So yeah, so it's a good pencil. I really like it. It's very, very pretty. It's just got a look to it. And I know some people get all about the way pencils smell. To me, I don't get it. This one has a smell to it. It definitely does not smell like the other pencils I've used. And to me, it smells like beef stew. I don't know. I think I haven't heard anyone else say that, so maybe I'm weird in thinking that. But to me, it smells like beef stew. I've heard other people say soy sauce or something of that kind. But it definitely has a unique smell to it that I really just can't describe other than beef stew. All right, let's take a look at some writing. I'll go ahead and bring over my notebook. So you can see here, the writing, it's a pretty middle of the road HB line, I guess. It's a little bit lighter than what I would prefer, but it's certainly not super light. It's a very smooth writer. And I said it had really good point retention. So in terms of smearing, let's go ahead and bring this guy over. Let's maybe tilt the camera so we can look at it straight on. All right, so in terms of smearing, It really did not smear hardly at all on this paper. This is my expensive Mikkel, or not expensive, but my nicer Mikkel reused paper. So this is kind of the slickest paper that I use, very fountain pen friendly. It didn't smear at all, really. And then if we look at, so this is the Palomino Forest Choice notebook. This one, it smeared a little bit. I can kind of get that up there and maybe focus on that. Maybe, no, probably not. Anyway, this one, it did smear just a little bit, but not to the point of being unreadable. And then if we take a look at the field notes, again, pretty much no smearing there. And I promise I did actually try to smear these. Oh, maybe this one I forgot. Maybe this one I did forget. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even then, so even if I did it twice, it hardly smeared at all. And then erasability, starting with the field notes, pretty good. Because this one doesn't have a separate eraser, the only eraser I used was my little Dixon Ticonderoga pencil-shaped eraser. So this one erased pretty well with just a back and forth pass. On the Forest Choice notebook, it smeared it a little bit, like it erased okay, but you can kind of see that it smeared it a little bit. I guess maybe this was just smeary paper for this pencil. And then if we look over on the Mikkel reuse paper, you can see that it erased pretty well and smeared a little bit, but not too much. So it definitely would erase entirely if you wanted to do so. But given that I need to standardize it, just the back and forth pass did pretty well. And, well, yeah, and that's it. So then, coming back to the pencil itself, let's tilt this guy back up. All right, so back to the pencil itself. So let's talk value. Like I said, this is an expensive pencil. It cost me about $4.50 for a single pencil, which is a little ridiculous. That's getting a little bit up there. I prefer to keep my pencils probably under $2 a pencil. So, and you have to buy them individually. I got this one from CW Pencils, so I will link her shop down below. But it's not like the price is any different really anywhere else. So it's $4.50 a pencil, which I think is stupidly expensive. But on the other hand, I really enjoy using this pencil. Like I said, that it's, weighted really well, and it has great point retention, and it's just so pretty. That would I buy it by the dozen? Of course not. Would I buy it again? I think I maybe would. I think I would maybe buy another one of these kind of as a, a treat yourself kind of thing. If I was placing an order and maybe I needed to, add another couple pencils to get free shipping somewhere, or, if I just had a little bit of extra money and I wanted to add on to an order, I would definitely get one of these. It's a really nice writer, and I will definitely enjoy using this one until it's gone. So as to whether or not you should buy it, I think everyone should buy it and try it, but I definitely don't think it should be like anyone's daily workhorse. It's definitely a special pencil, and I would probably recommend it as such. Yeah, that's all I got. Like I said, this is probably the second to last review of the month. I don't know which pencil I'm gonna do as my last review, but given that we are getting towards the end of the month, my guess is that I probably only have time to really get one more review in. So, yeah, so that's all. I guess I will see you guys later. Bye!